Okay, I think we are live. So let's start this session, and I'm very excited for this. Okay, so let me just set up things. What next? Yeah, I need to put my phone on charging. Okay, so people, we are live, and today I have a very special guest with us, and this is going to be really, really, really amazing. Not just because we are going to talk about machine learning, because we are going to talk about his journey, how he has started. So, if you are here, let's say hi, hello, whatever you want to say. And one bad news is there. Bad news is just for me, because my YouTube channel monetization is disabled. I don't know how, and everything seems fine. Even the YouTube team from the Twitter says that monetization is enabled, but it is not. So yes, you can watch any video from my channel, from Bitfume's channel, without any advertisement until the monetization gets started. So this is going to be not good for me, because this is what I do for living. This YouTube is full time for me, and if this kind of thing happen, then it's not good. And obviously this is not encouraging, it's totally discouraging, but I'm not disappointed because I know things will get better. So if YouTube will not able to solve this problem, I have some other plans in my mind, but we will see what we can do. So we already have Pratham with us. I have not added to the live, but I just want you to give a brief introduction to Pratham. And I know him when he has around 2000 or 3000 following on Twitter, and currently he has 21,000 following in Twitter. I think he had covered in just 4 or 5 or maybe 3 or 4 months. And he's a 16-year old, just 16-year, you can say. And he is very enthusiastic about machine learning. So I'm sure you are ready to listen him and his journey, and obviously he is waiting for for this live. And let's join him and start this session, or I can say talk or interview, whatever you want to call. So I just started this, and for every Sunday or maybe one after Sunday, alternate Sundays, we will have this dev talk with some great developers. So next Sunday we will have another famous Twitter developer, Francisco. We will have Francisco next Sunday. But let's now add Pratham. So one more time, he is waiting, he is smiling. Okay, so we have Pratham
Hi,
here. Hello, Pratham.
hi Sarthak. I just
But I
saw that
cannot
news
hear you.
about.
Let me check
Okay.
my audio setting. Speaker, yeah, my speaker is different. My mic has to be this one. So I believe my voice is now much clear. And now, Pratham, can you say something?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It was just the setting
Awesome,
problem.
awesome. So first of all, I saw about your demonetization. It's really sad. I hope it gets
Yeah.
resolved really soon.
Yeah, I
Mm.
really hope that, because this is what I do for my living. This is a full-time YouTuber. I'm a full-time YouTuber,
Mhm.
no other source of income. So this is really bad. But I believe they
Mhm.
are going to solve, because last night, that means around 12 or 1 a.m., they
Mhm.
messaged me on Twitter that uh, we are going to look upon from the creator studio team. So maybe
Mhm.
within 1 or 2 days they will respond me back. Anyways, this is a part of YouTuber journey. But if not, if things not goes right, I have another plans, so I will execute them. But obviously, for next 2, 3, or 4 months will be hard for me. But this is not the topic. We are going to welcome you, Pratham, and yeah. So, how you feel to be in this live?
I mean, it feels awesome to be, on this live session. Uh,
That,
I'm really thankful that you invited me here. Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, and
that's
I
great.
hope I can provide value to the viewers over here.
Obviously,
So
this is
I
going to be great because machine learning is a hot topic, you can say. Everybody,
very.
it's like a magnet. People get stuck, attracted toward this title. So, and this is not just for attracting people. You are really into machine learning for, I
Right.
think, last 4 or 5 months. You are like living machine learning. I see on Twitter. So when you have really started like taking machine learning seriously, when it was the moment or the time?
So I would say like I was interested in machine learning from the past 2 to 3 years, but there was nobody to guide me. And again, the tutorials were not really there on YouTube, and resources were a bit scarce. But what happened in 2020 is that we had the lockdown
Yeah,
because of
obviously.
the virus. So because of that, I got a lot of free time. So what I came across this course on YouTube, which was this introductory course to machine learning without math, and that really
Ah,
sort of ignited my interest for machine learning, because a lot of people think that machine learning is just math, and
exactly.
without math you cannot do anything in it. But
Mhm.
that is really not true. You just need to know very basic programming, and then you can
Okay.
easily get into machine learning, and most people don't realize this. So that is kind of how I got started, and which is why I encourage machine learning so much on
Okay.
Twitter. So
Yeah.
that's how it is.
Yeah. You said you were interested in machine learning for last 2 or 3 years. So currently you are in 10th grade, I think. Yes.
Yes, I'm in 10th.
So it's around when you were in eighth, you
Mhm.
want to learn machine learning. Is it true?
Right. Yes,
Okay.
absolutely true.
So when I was in eighth grade, I didn't know about programming. I didn't know about how to open a Word file. And you are just have an aim to learn machine learning. That's
But
really amazing.
but then Sarthak, I'll tell you one thing, that in eighth, when you were in eighth grade, you didn't have machine learning and you didn't have internet, so you cannot compare it like
No, no, I'm
exactly,
not
right?
comparing. I'm just have
Mm.
comparing the mindset. I'm not comparing the exact topic or
Okay.
like a technical thing, like mindset. Today's kids are open-minded and they want to research. They
Mhm,
want to go into other field. This could be because of the awareness of the society and the people like
mhm,
you and me who are spreading knowledge, sharing knowledge for free, especially.
mhm.
That's the key point of my point. Okay, so you said you started in lockdown, I think. So what
Yes.
triggered on the lockdown? Obviously, you were having lots of time there, and obviously internet access. But what that video or series from the YouTube gave you the kick, you can say, to start in machine learning? As you said, the
So
math kind of
yeah.
you love math, and so. But what really excite you?
So there is this YouTube video series. It's called Machine Learning
Hello.
Foundations by Google developers. So over there they use they use animations, they use creative things to make machine learning more interesting. Without and the like, you can learn so much about machine learning just through those 12 videos without knowing any of the maths. So that video really kickstarted my journey. So Again, it's called the Machine Learning Foundations course by Google developers. If you search for it, you will get it.
Yeah,
And
obviously.
it's a brilliant course. Absolutely.
Yes, Avijit Kumar just commented like the resources are shared in Pratham's Twitter handle. Yeah, exactly. And people, if you want to get into the resources Pratham shared on his Twitter handle, you can check the description of this channel, and you will find a link where you will have all the great thread from the Pratham. It's not 1, 2, 10, 20. I think it's more than 20, 30, 40, 50 maybe. So you will have ton of machine learning plus some other development related or programming related resources, so go and check out that. Okay, so Pratham, this was your starting, but you have now crossed I think 22 or 21,000 Twitter follower. How much?
So I think we crossed 23,000 day before yesterday.
Oh my God. So 23,000. This is amazing. So I know you from like when you have 3,000 or 4,000 follower. So how you gone into the Twitter kind of thing? Why not other social platform? First, answer me this thing like why not other, and then how you have moved into the Twitter. What's the secret behind having 23,000?
So, for machine learning, so actually, I did not start Twitter for machine learning. I joined Twitter in 2019 June, but I
Okay.
didn't really use it much for like 1 year or something like that. And then out of the blue, I started making threads about web development because I was trying to because at that time I was doing web development, so I made threads about that, and then I got shout outs from some of the bigger accounts. So that kind of boosted my following in a single day. So I thought this is a great community, and I feel that I can provide value to the people here by giving them resources, talking about how to do things. So that is how I kickstarted my Twitter journey, and ever since it's just been amazing. Everybody is super supportive, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. But the main reason why I guess Twitter worked for me is because uh, at least I feel that unlike other social media platforms like let's say Instagram or Facebook, you actually have a lot of really smart and intelligent people who want to learn new things, who are passionate about development. So I I thought that this is the kind of group I want to be in. So that is really why I chose Twitter over anything else. So if you look at Instagram, um,
Mhm.
it's Instagram is not really meant for having text based what do you say content. So on Twitter I can Twitter is kind of like a blog, but you can give so much information in such a short amount of in very less words. You can just give a lot of information to the people out there. On Instagram it's more about pictures and that sort of thing, so I really didn't want to go over there. So and Twitter has been working phenomenally for me. So yeah, I've just been enjoying it ever since.
Yes, Twitter is like I feel like Twitter is where all the developers are there, and not just normal people who are starting or who are doing like big players we are having on Twitters, like Adam Wathan, Twitter. He is really like a
Mhm.
king, and
Mhm.
obviously other like React community, JavaScript community, Laravel community, obviously
Mhm.
Taylor Otwell, and everyone is on Twitter, and they also have other social media account. But for Twitter, I feel like as sorry, as you said in Twitter, it's more about quick sharing. You don't have to think about anything. You don't have to do anything like if I want to share today's session, I just take my phone and just write it like hey everyone, join us on YouTube live. But on the
Mhm.
Instagram, I have to create a picture, I have to post it, I have to tag it, lots of things. So it's like a barrier for
Mhm.
for
encouraging people who want to share their knowledge. So that's a really really great thing. So in machine learning, let's get back to the topic. Machine learning is a hot topic. What you think? Uh, is it going to be just like a hot topic, or is it really have some value in real life, or it just for you can say buzzword? Is it a just buzzword, or it's
Mhm.
really having value in life?
So first of all, that's a really great question. I really want more people to ask this question. If machine learning is actually just a buzzword, or does it actually add value to your life? So, um, the thing about machine learning is that it has been around for over 80 years. It has been like one of the first machine learning models had been introduced in the 1940s. But the thing which has happened in the past few years is that you are getting all these new frameworks which make machine learning very easy, and then hardware computing resources are getting cheaper, which is basically why there is a sudden rise in machine learning. So because of that, there is a lot of misinformation around it. So if you look at it,
Okay.
some people say that machine learning is just about theory, very little programming, it's not very practical. But you have to understand that those people have come from a background where they didn't have the computing resources we have today. They didn't have uh, the software that we have today, and they've come from that background, and which is why they think machine learning is just about theory. On the other hand, you have these new people who think um, machine learning is going to destroy humanity, take our jobs, like that. So the thing with machine learning is that it aims to replicate how humans work. So it is making our work easier, and there has been no technology in the past that has been so influential, and basically machine learning is going to affect everyone someday. So I definitely don't think it's just a buzzword anymore. If you and the cool thing is that you can take advantage of this cutting edge technology right now on your own computer. I mean it. So it's definitely not a buzzword. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think people are interacting with machine learning, like on your phone. If you are searching anything, Google is using machine learning. If you are on Twitter or any social platform, you are using machine learning. YouTube using machine learning. All the big players, Netflix. Using machine learning, so we are surrounded with machine learning. So obviously it's not a buzzword, but people are taking it as a buzzword. And you are right, because now many people are coming forward, just like you and many others, who are taking it seriously and showing that this is not a really buzzword. This is also adding value to your life. Okay, so machine learning is good, but you are sharing resources. Uh, right now, you are sharing lots of things, but initially, you are sharing resources. So, how you decided what you want to share, and how you plan your Twitter threads, like. What's the
Mhm.
strategy behind sharing? Is it like whatever you see, you just put get the link and share it, or is it a proper planned structure on the YouTube? Oh, not sorry,
Uh,
on the
so
Twitter.
actually the main reason why I started posting machine learning threads on Twitter is because I just made a few tweets. So before I was talking, I used to tweet about web development. So I made this sort of tweet that as a web developer, would you be interested in getting into machine learning? I thought
Hmm.
nobody would really reply to it because I feel web developers are just happy with web development and like that. So, but surprisingly enough, that tweet got so much engagement, so many people commenting that yes, we want to get into machine learning, but we don't have the resources. Yes, we want to get into machine learning, but
Hmm.
we don't know the math. So these problems came up. So I understood that people are interested in machine learning, but they have some things which they need help in, and which is why I basically started according to those questions, I've started posting machine learning threads. So some people will ask you, how do you do a project in machine learning? So uh, you first have to get the data, you have to clean the data, you have to put it into a neural network, and then you have to make the prediction like that. So if I make a thread with all these steps with links to different sources,
Hello. We, is there any issue with? Is it from my side or is it from Pratham's side? Can anybody tell me? Hello, Pratham. Let me just ask him. I think his internet issue. There's an internet issue on his side. Okay, let me just ask Pratham. Okay, so we are going very nice so far. We have lots of questions from Ayush, Mahesh, and renders was sorry the pronunciation. Yes, we are going to ask all these questions, and we will continue this until he is back. So yes, I have also started learning machine learning, and this is going to be really amazing. And I have also started sharing the resources just like Pratham. So you can say Pratham is my uh, inspiration for getting started into machine learning. As he said, he was he want to learn for last 2 years or 3 years, and same with me. I want to start with machine learning for last 2 years. I have started many times, like watched 2 or 3 hours, then I just moved to another thing. But now I'm taking it seriously and I'm properly learning it. And obviously sharing resources just like Pratham, and it's really great response. I'm getting DMs for this resources, whatever I'm sharing. So yes, this is a really interesting topic, and as not just about buzzword, it's really affecting your life, and it's really a great thing. So I think Pratham is back, so let's get him on this live session. Okay, so let's get him once again. Hello, Pratham, what
oh,
happened?
I'm actually my computer overheated and it shut off, but now it's okay. Sorry about
Sorry,
the the disturb. Sorry
sorry,
about the disturb.
sorry, what happened? No,
Can
no,
you
no,
hear me?
what happened? Yeah, I can hear you,
My
but
my
it's
my
very
PC
cracking.
my
Okay,
PC
your PC
crashed.
problem.
So yeah.
Oh, is there any internet issue from your side?
I don't think so. I think it looks okay for now.
Okay, sometime your video is like stucking somewhere. Anyways, we can continue where we were. What we were talking about? We were talking about, I think, your Twitter information. Stuck again. Okay, why our channel name is Bitfumes? I will tell you later. Technical KD. This is a really interesting question, and I have actually explained this to many people, but not on live, not publicly. But we will see. And there is some issue with Pratham's internet connection, I believe, and let's wait once again. And till then, as you have questioned, like Ayush asked, in today's world data is most valuable resources. It's not obviously question, and that's why ML is the future. But what I want to ask to Pratham is like, what is the difference between ML, data science, and AI? Obviously I know, but I want to know his side, his views on this thing. This is my personal question with him. And once again, let's wait for him to come. Then Mahesh, for Pratham, how you manage your schedule between 10th grade and developer? This is really great question, and let's have this one first when he come back. Data optimization is more important than devising a way to implement a ML or DL model. The sad thing is no bootcamp teaches that. Oh, correct. You're right. So if you have any other question, you can obviously ask here on the comment section. Then we will ask that question to Pratham once he will be back. So let me just once again message him. So I don't know what happened. So obviously technical issues, and the big technical issues happened with my channel, and it's really bad. I need to wait. He's back once again. What happened one more time? Your PC. Oh, your voice is not clear. Not clear. What? It's not coming. It's once again from your side. Your voice is not coming. No audio. No,
No,
no, no, no, no. Yeah,
one second.
back, back, back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Everything clear this time.
What happened?
My PC crashed again.
Again? What happened to
Yeah,
the
yeah. I think I enabled some setting. I've disabled it now, so it should be okay now.
Okay, okay. Uh,
Mm.
have you assisted with Vasant? Is he is he doing something from your on your kernel, Windows kernel? Okay, so
I don't know.
yeah, Pratham, there's a very interesting question from Mahesh. He said, "How you manage
Mhm.
your schedule between being a developer and a 10th grade student, like your study and your learning? How you manage these things?"
I don't think I manage it. Uh,
Obviously, you manage.
somehow I manage it. Uh,
It's on autopilot.
I I think when I need to study, I just study enough so that I can get through the exam. But now, like in a couple of months, my final exam is going to come, so I'll probably have to start studying more and give less time
Mhm.
to machine learning. So I think I
Okay.
just balance that how much time you spend on machine learning versus how much time you spend on studies. So that's
Yeah. Yeah, obviously. If you need any help in physics, I'm here. Because
absolutely.
I taught physics 2 years from 6 to 12. So yeah, always welcome physics, anything, especially 10th.
Physics is
Anyways,
awesome.
there is a connected question from my side. Like you said, sorry,
No, no, I just said physics is awesome.
really bad internet connection. Yeah, physics is really really awesome. There's a connected question from my side. You said you have studies, you have your machine learning. So what about your parents, like how they react with this thing?
Yeah, so my parents have been very supportive about me getting into machine learning.
Hmm.
Because it's a technology of the future, and they completely support it. There's no issue with
And what
like
about your friends? What they say?
actually
Oh,
actually
Pratham, you are a tech genius.
actually I don't have too many friends, to be honest. I
Okay.
and some of the friends that I do have, we don't really talk about machine learning. It's just about random
Normal.
uh, random talks that you have with your
Yeah,
friend. It's
obviously.
not really technical, so it's like that.
Complaining about teacher and complaining about other things.
Yeah, 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 just like that,
I
just
got
like
the
that.
point. Mimicking other teachers, like, oh, this that teacher says like that.
Mm.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so machine learning is really great, but what are some prerequisite for, like, suppose I'm not a developer, so should I start machine learning directly, or I have to
Mhm.
learn web development first and then move to here, or is it just for developers who already
Mhm.
have a programming knowledge? So what's the prerequisite, like?
So very good question.
Yeah,
So
this
like I
question is
think
from Ayush actually.
Oh
Ayush
wow.
Lekar.
So I think, yeah, before my PC crashed, we were talking about why I make the threads for machine learning. So
Exactly.
um the point is to some there's a lot of, as I said, there's a lot of misinformation for machine learning. So I want to demystify everything in machine learning. And
Yeah.
one of the biggest myth that you have in machine learning is that you need to know math and lot of prerequisites for machine learning. So I'll keep it very simple here. You only need to know very, very basic programming concept, and then you can easily get into machine learning. Very easily. Like if you know how to make a function in Python, you are good
Yeah.
to go
That's
into
good.
machine learning. It's that simple. Because there are these frameworks like TensorFlow, which make everything very easy so that you don't have to do any hard work. So
Exactly.
that is the
Uh,
people really, yeah, people think that you need college level math for machine learning and all that, but the reality is the you can learn the math later on.
mhm.
Start machine learning with just basic programming, and then
Correct.
you can learn the math later on. That's what I feel is correct.
Yeah, I believe like if you can do it, anyone can do it because you are not any super genius
Exactly.
kid.
Mm.
Kid, you are just a normal kid, and you decided to learn machine learning, and you are here. That means it's very easy. It's just like people making it
I will
a hard
say,
thing.
see,
It's not.
I will say it's not it's not very very easy. It's easy enough that with a little bit of hard work you can get into it. So if I would say it's um machine learning is as difficult as making a to-do app in web development, like on a medium level. It's that simple. How I would put it.
If I compare it machine learning with the web development, I would say like if you are in web development and if you want to be a backend developer, you need to know only
Mm-hmm.
one framework. Like if you're on a PHP level, uh, Python, Django, Node,
Mm-hmm.
Express, you just need to know one and master it. Similarly for front
Mm-hmm.
end, you can use any React, Vue, Angular, anything similar. DevOps for one thing, Docker, Kubernetes. But in machine learning you need to know 5 6 things. Like you also need to know pandas, numpy, matplotlib, python, then some other things are also
Mm-hmm.
there. So it's a combination of different thing called machine learning. And in a web development it's a specialized section. Like you just need to know backend, that's good. You don't need the front end. If you have knowledge,
So
that's a fine thing, that's great.
so
But
I think that like in machine learning you have all these frameworks. They are just tools that you can use to achieve some specific thing that you
correct.
want to get to. So you mentioned pandas. So the pandas, you don't need to know everything about pandas. You just need to know you use pandas to import data from other sources
Correct.
so that you can work on it, and then
Yeah.
you can use numpy to change that data,
Hmm.
and then TensorFlow is to make the neural network for
Correct.
passing that data. So
Correct.
machine learning, you use a framework when you need it. But I think in web development you pick one framework and then you go deep into it. So it is a bit of a different approach in machine learning. That's it.
Hmm. Okay. So you don't have to master any tool. You
Mm-hmm.
can get a surface level idea and dig into this. And obviously, if you want later, you can master it. That's great. That's
Absolutely,
great. Nice.
absolutely, yes.
So, so how you rate yourself if you consider a normal machine learning developer, where one is worse and 10 is good. So, what's your standard till now?
I think I think I'm at two or three, maybe
Two or
four.
three. That's really great. Even if
Mm.
you have passed level one, that's great. So, have you ever created any machine learning program, not program, or whatever it is called? So,
Yes.
have you any real implementation of machine learning? Can you share anything
Yes,
about that?
yes, absolutely. So, I made this website where you can draw a digit, and then the
Okay.
computer will tell you what number I've drawn. So, like
Oh, can
computer can. like typically you can know a computer does not know what a handwritten digit has, right? But I tried that. It was not very successful, but again it was a project. And then in machine learning, so in web development, like you have what do you say, code pen, where you can
Yeah.
make illustrations, all that. Yeah. For machine
Correct.
learning, you have this thing called Kaggle, where you can participate in competitions, and
Hmm.
you can make a like basically you have to get the most accuracy from a neural network. So that
Okay.
sort of competition is there. So I've done two or three Kaggle challenges. So yeah, that is how like my practical experience in machine learning has been. I'm still, again, as I said, I'm still a two or three in machine learning, and I think I'll always be at a two or three in machine learning, because that forces me to know more, and
Correct.
just
Correct. Correct. So you talked about Kaggle. So can you tell us more about Kaggle? I think so. No.
yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So can you tell us more about Kaggle? What it is? How? At what level we need to join it? And
Mm.
why is it a really important thing?
I feel so Kaggle, basically, as I said, it's like CodePen for machine learning. So
Mhm.
you get the data in Kaggle, you even get a free, online GPU, online computer with very fast processor and GPU, so that you can
Mhm.
train your models faster. So you get all these tools in Kaggle, and then
Mhm.
you can use that to participate in competitions. So
Okay.
um, I think you can get into Kaggle as soon as you can train a simple neural network. Maybe after uh, uh, if you have done, there's this data set called MNIST, in which you
Yeah.
have a lot of images of
Okay.
handwritten digits, right? So there's a Kaggle challenge for that. So you can participate, and in that, and then your neural network can make predictions on which image is what, and then based on that you'll get a score, and then that is how you can Kaggle evaluates you, and you're ranked in a leaderboard. So I feel that a Kaggle challenge is very important. Practical knowledge in machine learning really helps.
I
So
believe
yeah,
not just in machine learning, everywhere practical knowledge is very important.
everywhere. But
Exactly.
again, the caveat with that is, in machine learning, it is also theory heavy, so that sometimes you have to dive into the theory as well. Like sometimes, like you'll spend more time on theory than programming. So
Mhm.
sometimes that happens. That, yeah, it's like it depends on situation to situation.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, I have a question. This is my personal question. So, what is the difference between machine learning, data science, and AI? Very common question, actually, but I really want
Right.
to know from your side.
Sure. So AI is the largest part, and inside that you have machine learning, and inside machine learning you have deep learning. So AI is a general
Okay.
term which can be, so if like in programming there is if else statements, right? That could be considered as AI, artificial intelligence. So in like in
Mhm.
games, you could do, if score is this, like you can basically have conditions, and so that could also be considered as AI. But that will not be considered into machine learning, because machine learning is a more specialized field, and then that also you have deep learning. So
Okay.
machine learning also has many things, and inside machine learning you have deep learning, and deep learning is very specialized, and it's only about neural networks. That's a basic explanation. And data science is basically you are analyzing data. So you can use data
Okay.
analyzing without AI, you can use it with AI
Mhm.
if you want. You can like even in general, so data analysis is, it's a totally different thing. It's another tool which you use for machine learning or AI. It's like that.
Okay. You said you have created some website where you can write something
Mhm.
and the model will predict the whatever it is. So can you share the URL for that on
Sure,
the
sure.
chat section?
Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, you can share on the chat section. So that will be beneficial for everyone. And
Absolutely.
they, yeah, I also want to interact with that, and people can interact.
Sure.
And that will be great. So yes, people, if you have any other question, you can obviously ask. And machine learning is really amazing, as we can see. We are getting into it. We are enjoying this chat, and really great. So he has messaged me, and I'm going to share this with you all. So
So
okay,
just
this,
keep in mind, this is not
yeah.
a very good implementation of like this model. This is very
Mhm.
poorly done, but it works okay. You can definitely try it, but it does make mistakes. So yeah, just keep that in mind.
Okay, so obviously we we don't want to take it more seriously. It's just a learning project, you can say. Correct?
Mhm. Right,
Yeah,
right,
that's
right.
good.
It just so this is just a proof of concept that you can actually make practical things with machine learning and web development. So yeah,
Oh,
that's
great.
really what.
That's great. That's great. So, do you have any plan for creating some other thing, or enhancing this project itself?
Yes, I actually do. I so first thing what I'll do is I'll enhance this project, and then I'm thinking of making another machine learning project, um, basically related to stocks and finance. So we'll use
Uh,
machine learning for predicting the prices of stocks.
Yes,
So like that.
yesterday I was chatting with Amitabh Roy, and Amitabh
Mhm.
told me that his friend is creating some kind of machine learning model to predict the predict the markets. I was like, sure, sure, and after that he will be the next Ambani of India. But
uh,
what do you
I,
think? Is it really can be doable thing? Like, can we create any model which can predict market?
So the market is a very dynamic thing. Market moves very quickly, and
Yeah.
I feel we humans are very very slow. So I don't think the goal of machine learning is to like make a robot that just trades. So yeah, I personally feel it is a tool. I can use machine learning to enhance how quickly I can pick stocks which I want to see. So it can act like a filter,
Okay.
like kind of like that. So and then if I can do a deeper analysis into the stock and then make the trade, I have a slightly different approach in this mind. But yeah, I know many
Okay.
people out there who have a bot, and the bot does all the trading for them. So yeah, there are you
That's
and
great.
people are very successful at it too. So yeah, can be done.
Yes, yes, yes. So machine learning is more of a Python, close to Python, I can say. There is TensorFlow JS also. So, what
Right.
do you think? Like, is it good to start with the Python and then go to machine learning, or take it Python way of machine learning, or is it good for a JavaScript way of doing machine learning, or both,
This is
maybe?
also a very good question. So the project which you saw, it use I so
Yeah.
that in that I trained the model using Python, and then
Mhm.
I deployed it using TensorFlow.js. So I use both JavaScript and Python. But if
Oh.
you're just starting out, so here's the thing: you have for machine learning, you can do Python, you can do R as a language, and then you can also do Julia. But Python is the most common, and honestly, learning Python is very simple. So if you know
Mhm.
JavaScript, Python will not take even a day to get into. So and since the ecosystem for Python is so mature and so built out, I think I would personally learn Python and then go into machine learning. But
Okay.
tools for machine learning in JavaScript are also evolving very quickly. In fact, even PHP has machine learning
Yeah,
frameworks.
it
But
has. It
so
has, but since
Mhm.
PHP is not as fast as JavaScript and Python, so there is some issue. But yes, if you want, you can do some of the library I have used. Not used. I tried actually, but it was
Mhm.
not that much fun.
So like I feel that the point I'm trying to make here is that you can get
Language
started
doesn't
with
matter.
any language you want.
Yeah,
Later,
language doesn't
maybe if you
matter.
don't want to learn,
Correct.
yeah, you can learn Python later if you don't want to learn it now. But at least get started. If you like get interested into it, I'm sure you can make a career into machine learning if you really want to get into that. Yeah, I get asked this question also a lot. How do I get a job in machine learning without uh, like prior experience or CS degree? So
My
again,
next question
I
is
just
the same. My next question
so
is actually, I want to interrupt you. My next question is, have you got any offer, job offer, or any like
mm,
work related things, not just as a job, maybe for internship? Because you are very popular in Twitter, not just in beginners. You are having following from high end peoples, like pro level people. So, what's your answer? Have you got any offer?
so funnily enough, I actually got an offer.
What?
But I even talked to the person. But what I it was a machine learning related job. But I realized that like I'm just 16 right now. I have lots to learn. I don't want to get into a job right now. That was one part of the excuse, and then the other thing was I didn't really, the startup didn't really look authentic to me. It felt a bit fishy, so I thought we'll get into these things a bit later. For now, we'll just keep on learning and improving, our skill set.
That's great. That's great. So, what's your plan like for for your future? Some people quit study and more focus on their self learning. Some people do this parallelly. Some want to go into higher institute. What's your plan for future?
So I don't have too much of a plan. I don't have too much of a plan right now, but I think I just want to go into what I like because like I have a good family, I have a good house to stay in. I can like I don't spend too much money, so like I can live on very less things. So I'm not a very demanding person, so the I would just like to pursue what I like, which is machine learning right now. So I'll just keep on exploring more in machine learning. And in college, if I go into college, like I will definitely go into college, so there too I'll just focus on improving my skill set. um,
Yeah,
that's how I approach that's how I would approach like my
that's
future.
amazing,
Yeah,
and that you should have to focus on your studies first, then
absolutely.
okay. Something is not good. Is it from my side or your side? I don't know.
Uh, I think I'll drop the resolution a little bit.
No, no, no. There is problem from my side, I think. Let me just check.
Yeah, now it looks fine on my side at least.
Okay. Okay. Okay, continue. Okay, some of the last question, and we'll close this session. My last question is there are lots of like buzzword technologies. One is obviously machine learning, second is blockchain, then there is AR VR, okay, and IoT is there. So what's your opinion about other Hello? Can you listen?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. You got the question,
Yeah, yeah, I got the question.
or should I
So,
repeat?
you're talking about buzzword technologies that we have. So, um, I so
Yes,
yeah,
lots of
as you said,
technologies we have. So, what's your view upon that?
so I think the reason why they are buzzword is because they are having, like, people want to use that, and then it's not we're not fully to a point where we can use that because we have some technological limitation or something like that. But this proves that these are technologies of the future. So and then, like, you can use these technologies together to create something really really big. So like I feel that they're hyped for a reason. So yeah, I personally feel that blockchain is going to be a really big thing. Even
Yeah.
AR, especially, like, I don't think VR is going to do much, but AR is definitely um, going to
Mhm.
have a very big impact on us later on. So yeah,
Yeah,
these are technologies that
especially
should be developed. Hmm.
yeah, especially after work from home thing, AR is going
Mhm.
to change the world.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes. Okay,
Hmm.
so do you have any plan like to go into these technologies later after you complete machine learning or after you satisfy with machine learning till now?
So I learn everything with a purpose. So the actually the
Okay.
main reason why I got into machine learning is because I wanted to predict how stocks would move. So that was
Oh,
my main motivation for getting into machine learning. So and then it
okay.
got into something else only. But for um, but when I think I need to use blockchain, I can dive into blockchain and so on and so forth. So
Mhm.
yeah, I definitely would like to explore these technologies and see what they can do in the future. So yeah.
Okay, that's great. That's great. That's great. So, what's your final view? Anything you want to share with everyone, or anything you want to tell related to machine learning, or anything actually?
So I guess one thing related to machine learning, which I get asked a lot, is how do I get a job or internship in machine learning? So I think I'll answer that, and then I'll conclude. So to get a job in machine learning, just try to do as many projects as possible, because that is something that you can show to the person who is interviewing you, and they can know that you have practical knowledge about machine learning and how you can provide value to their company. So that is one
Great.
thing. Do projects, and then other and keep your fundamentals in programming very strong, because um,
Mhm.
if you're doing Python, um, just like keep your if you know the fundamentals of programming well, you can do very well in machine learning, because machine learning is 80% programming. That's it. Not
Mhm.
even math, just
Correct.
programming. And don't worry too much about the math. And yeah, it
Okay.
can be done. Don't be afraid of it. That's all I want to say.
This is amazing, and thank you, Pratham, for joining this live. And it was really eye-opening for machine learning that you don't need much programming. You don't need much, like you don't need high level of programming. You don't need high level of
Mhm.
mathematics. You can start even if you don't know programming, just a very little functional level. Like if you can create a function, you can
Mhm.
join or start learning machine learning without knowing other things like especially web development. And yeah, if he can do it, anyone can do it, guys. Is not any super genius, he is not born with a machine learning cap. So yes, anyone can do it. And in the future we will going to look forward your career. And maybe later, I don't know, but we can learn something from your side regarding
I
machine
mean,
learning.
I, I mean, that's really good to hear. I mean, I hope I can keep making tweets on helping you getting into machine learning. I personally learn a lot from your YouTube channel. So I mean, yeah, it's great that we can help each other in this sense.
There's a lot of issue with my internet, I think. I totally didn't get what you said, but it's okay. You have
Okay.
always obviously said a right thing. But okay, so we can end this live. And once again, thank you. And guys, if you want me to have someone in this live, please message me on Twitter, and I will going to talk that person and bring him to this live. And next week we will have a Francisco. He is amazing person. Just like this, he is doing interview. He is I think completed 30 or 40 interviews. But next Sunday I'm going to interview him. Not interview, just chatting. So please do join the next session on live. And if you have any question with me, just you can ask me on Twitter one more time. And please pray for my YouTube channel. Monetization is disabled, and I want it to get back. Okay, so Pratham, say bye to everyone, and we will
Bye.
chat
Bye,
after.
Sarthak. Bye, everyone. Thanks a lot for having me. Bye.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Bye bye, everyone.